winter is coming and the northern wind is saying we are just 6 months away from our NEET 2026 exam. And I know that many of our lovely aspirants and future doctors are just feeling restless, tensed, that what to do and what not to do. So here I am, your mentor of zoology, Bishwajit, extending my hand. Please hold it. Together we are going to write the story of victory. So I know that there are worries, but with proper dedication, master planning, we will achieve our goal. This is about just taking the challenge, and if you successfully do so, there will be a grand comeback. I'm assuring you. Okay, so it's about changing our mindset. It's about changing the dreams to the aim. It's about changing the fears to the focus. Okay. So first thing appears, or you will be thinking sometime that how we will be managing our time, that is time management. See, what's written here? Do not compromise with your study schedule. Just be steady and focused towards your goal. The time management will automatically will be done. No need to be getting worried about that. Okay, so first, while you are playing the game, so if you want to be the player, just know how to be the slayer. First, make a chart that what all the topics, chapters and subjects you are comfortable, you are prepared enough, and separate out the topics where you are facing difficulties. And remember, do continuous question practice, and this is very important point, I have tagged it here, that is self analysis of test papers after every class test, after every mock test. Next, everybody, we know that omnis backlogia e backlogia. Yes, our burden is a burden like Mount Everest. The more the backlogs we are going to pile up, it's going to give us pain in near future. So what are backlogs actually? All the missed topics, less understood concept, or whatever you have skipped out. So how to overcome this? Okay, let's talk. First, you have to utilize your holidays, forget about parties, forget about other like entertainments. Your one and only goal is to achieve your dream, to converting it into your aim. Remember it. Okay. I'm just asking 30 minutes. See, I'm not asking 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hours. 30 minutes from your daily schedule, separate out before going to sleep, cover your previous or past backlogs. And obviously you can take your help, and remember, stay tuned. At the end of this video, there will be a great surprise for you people, right? So while you will be starting our journey, we have to separate out the high weighted chapters, and I have mentioned it here. In zoology, animal kingdom, every year we may expect 4 to 6 questions. From the chapter biomolecules, we are getting questions from both botany and zoology section, 4 to 5 questions, very fundamental topic. Human reproduction, the topic, really everyone, the front benchers, the back benchers, they listen it eagerly. 3 to 5 questions. Biotechnology 1 and 2, that is principle and process, and the application chapter. Combining both the chapter, this is the largest high weightage chapter. 6 to 9 questions we are getting every year in NEET. And the tricky one, the chapter evolution, 3 questions you can expect from this. And from the structural organization, the part animal tissue contributes 2 to 3 questions. So first of all, start your preparation completing the high weighted chapter, and in Sundays or in your gap times, just try to complete the smaller ones like frog, cockroach and all. Okay. Now what about revision plan, sir? See, everybody is having separate mental setup. Okay. My mind map will not work according to yours and your friends. So you have to decide your own mind map and own schedule. Okay, because everybody's biological clocks are working in a different manner, different mode. But I am giving you a master plan. You have to follow this 1247 method. So what is that? Suppose today you have studied or learned a particular concept. Repeat it back on the second day. Again revise that on the third day, and ultimately, again revise that on fourth day, and back to back manner on the very seventh day, the last day of the week, you have to recapitulate all the things whatever you have learned. So it's just that you have to hammer and hammer again and again, so that the concepts will go, that will create a long term impression into your cerebrum of your brain. Write down the keywords of the forgettable terminologies. Obviously in every topic, every chapter, there are tricky or tough terminologies. We feel difficulties to remember it, so you have to note them down in a separate diary or notebook. And the real problem arises when we'll be doing bulk revision just prior to our examination. So when we are talking about bulk revision, short notes are always our savior. Okay, so the short notes will help you during your rapid revision. Now the question arising here, that when to prepare and how to prepare short note. So a good or a student or a topper will prepare an effective short note. Remember it, what I am telling you. Retain more, write less. All the important concept write down into chart or tabulated format. Only note down the important keywords, so that while you will be doing bulk revision within 1 or 1.5 hour, you can complete a whole chapter. Okay. Now, question practice. Most of us, we skip this point. Okay, you cannot skip this. Practicing your question, and ultimately whatever score you were getting after every exam, every class test, that is the actual report card against your understanding. So sometimes we feel that we are confident enough after revision, after reading a particular chapter, but while we are practicing question, there you will be facing real difficulties. Okay, so if you are practicing the questions again and again, that will speed up your preparation, I'm telling you. And proper set of question, not only random question. You have to prepare, or you have to ask proper set of question from your guide, from your mentor. So that proper set of question will also help you to revise the chapter in a proper manner. If you are practicing proper set of question, sometimes you don't have to revise the NCERT or revise the your notebooks or module. Okay, that's why that is the power of practicing questions and proper set of question. Obviously that will be helping you speeding up your time management during your exam. Most of us, we suffer here. And what kind of question and from where to practice question? See, there are numerous n number of modules available, including our PW modules and PW NCERT based questions. Obviously you have to practice NCERT based questions, and along with that, remember it, you have to crack the mentality of examiner if you want to crack the NEET. So how to do so? You have to frame your own question after reading every paragraph of NCERT, after every chapter of NCERT. Now here comes the NCERT. There are n number of questions will be arising. How to read NCERT, how to learn NCERT. There is always difference between just reading and learning, and how to highlight NCERT. It's not about making the NCERT the rainbow. Okay, so in a different lecture we can discuss in detail about NCERT, but the thing is that today in this particular video, general miss out points about NCERT. What we generally miss out about NCERT. So let's see here. Before every unit, the beginning part of every unit, you will be finding some introductory talk, biography of a particular scientist related to that chapters. After the chapter, you will be getting summary, some questions from the NCERT exercise. Yes, there are many examples that you won't be getting that particular terminology or concept into the text inside the chapter, but in the form of questions and new information or concept can be asked. And in NEET, we got that there are n number of examples are there. We got questions from the exercise part only, and obviously you cannot skip the diagrams of NCERT, the graphs and the charts from NCERT, and the tables from NCERT. You have to make a separate notebook for the diagrams and the charts. Okay. Now last but not the least, health is wealth. Ultimately, a charged mind will make us more productive, will help us in time management. So please maintain your sleep cycle, just because as a biology student you know that how the pineal gland and the hormones from pineal glands maintaining our immunity. Obviously you have to know the importance of medication. Whenever you are feeling restless, just forget everything, sit or stand and just feel that you are floating in this universe. Now the very next moment you will feel charged up. Don't get panicked, my brothers and sisters, and take your food and water regularly. Do not forget to drink 3 to 4 liters of water, though it's winter is approaching. And obviously you have to take proper precautions. Again, cough and cold is because season change. Up to NEET you will be facing season change twice, right? Okay. Now before concluding this video, I just want to tell that to solve all your queries, all your questions, and to boost up your preparation, I said that I was extending my hand, yes, in the form of YouTube and PW app complete zoology series in one shot manner, where we will be covering each and every aspect, each and every PYQs. So for that, please follow the description box below, and if you are accepting the challenge to make your future bright and to make proud, it's about the pride of us, the pride of our parents and our mentors. So here I am concluding with thank you. Please, please, please be connected and be focused. Remember, if you want to be shine like the sun, you have to burn like the sun, and this is the time. You have to prepare yourself. You have to prepare yourself for the ultimate victory, for a grand entry into medical college. So for the time being, it's Jai Hind and bye-bye. Winter is coming and the northern wind is saying we are just 6 months away from our NEET 2026 exam. And I know that many of my lovely aspirants and future doctors are worried, tensed, and restless now. So, to complete the graph of preparation, I am extending my hand, your zoology mentor, Bishwajit. So, please stay tuned in this video, and at the end, we're gonna come with a great surprise for you. Okay. So, there will be worries, there will be tension, there will be depression, there will be restlessness. But we have to make our foolproof plan for our great comeback. Yes, if you want to shine like the sun, you have to burn like the sun. And this is the right time to make your path steady and to build a firm focus, firm concept, right? So the first thing will be coming into our mind is, sir, how to do the time management? We are busy with multiple subjects, multiple concepts, this exam, that exam. But remember, if you do not compromise with your study schedule, if you do not compromise with your study schedule, with anything and everything in your life, forget about all the party sharties, the friends, the reception, the marriage, the birthdays, just on one and only focus, and that is your NEET 2026. Your life in automatic mode will create a proper time schedule for you. You don't have to be worried about that. Okay. Okay. मैं इसको कैंसिल करना है, फिर से स्टार्ट करना है. हाँ, जस्ट स्टार्ट ही हुआ था, इसको कैंसिल करना है. हाँ, रिकॉर्ड. क्या? अच्छा, वो कैंसिल कर दिए थे ना? स्टॉप नहीं ना किए थे, वो कैंसिल करना है, मतलब फिर से शुरू से स्टार्ट करना है. हाँ, नहीं स्टार्ट करना है, कटा दिया, कैंसिल. हाँ, ठीक है. Winter is coming and the northern wind is saying, yes, we are just 6th. फिर से. एक बार फ्लो टूटने के बाद बहुत स्मूथ फ्लो बनता है. Winter is coming and the northern wind is saying we are just 6 months away from our NEET 2026. And I know many of my future doctors, my NEET aspirants are feeling restless, tensed, worried. So here I am, your zoology mentor Bishwajit, extending my hand. Together we will ride the journey of victory. So wherever there are worries, tensions, restlessness, there will be always a path, a master plan, or the focus for a grand comeback. So let's start without delaying. And please remember, after this video, you are gonna get a great surprise from our side. Okay. So first question that is making you restless, that is how to manage the time. We have different subjects to study. We have this exam, that exam. We have multiple pressure. We are getting scolding from parents. So remember, my kid, my lovely brothers and sisters, do not, never ever compromise with your study schedule. You can compromise with your entertainments, but do not compromise with your study schedule for anything and everything. Okay, and if you are doing so, the life will give you a automated time schedule for your preparation. So first, before entering into the game, you have to know what are your strength and what are your weakness. So separate out first from today itself, separate out the chapters and the topics where you are confident enough and where you are facing difficulties. It may be the chapter, the topic, the particular type of questions. Particularly in biology, students are facing difficulties in assertion and reason type of question. I know it very well. And this is a master stroke. I'm telling you, after every mock test paper, you just do a self-analysis. You have to make a separate diary that where I am missing out. Is it a silly mistake? Is it a conceptual mistake? And that particular diary will help you during the time of your bulk revision in future, just before to the exam. Now we know that omnis backlogia e backlogia. More the backlogs you are piling in your life, it will create a Mount Everest like burden just before to exam. So first try to figure out your backlogs, your missed topic, your less understood concept, and how to recover them. You have to utilize your holidays. You have to do many sacrifices in your life, and I'm just asking 30 minutes from your daily schedule to recover those just before going to sleep. Right. Now, while we'll be boosting our preparation, you have to know what are the high weighted chapters. First, you have to complete them. They are animal kingdoms, biomolecules, human reproduction, biotechnology, chapter 1 and 2, that is principle and processes and the application, evolution, the tricky one, and obviously the animal tissue. Now, for these two chapters, animal kingdom and animal tissue, there are too many examples are there, right? So you have to prepare a chart for every phylum, for every tissue and their function or their salient features, and you have to paste it out in front of your study table. Now, the small topics or small chapters you can complete according to your age, right? Now, next to make a foolproof revision plan. See how to prepare a proper revision plan from the beginning, from the starting. That is 1-2-4-7 method. Suppose you are learning a concept today, that is the first day. You have to repeat the same thing on the second day. Again, you have to revise the same thing on the fourth day, and when you are revising on the seventh day, it has already gone into a long-term memory. It will create a long-term impact or impression into your cerebrum. Okay. You have to make a separate diary or notebook where you will be writing all the forgettable key points from a particular topic and chapter. Now, the main villain for us is bulk revision. Now, there is a proper thing. When the bulk revision, the monster is in front of you, you have to cope up, right? So, short notes are always our saviors. Remember it. That will help you during your rapid revision. Now, the question is here, when to prepare and how to prepare short notes. After completing every chapter, after learning the concept, you can write down the short notes, write down the charts and tables from the chapter and the important keywords in 1 or 2 pages. Okay. Now, this is one of the very important point which most of us will be skipping. There is question practice. Question practicing will be giving you the actual report card against your understanding after every topic, every chapter. Okay, sometimes you may feel that I'm done with the chapter. I'm doing good. I'm really doing good in this chapter. But while you are practicing questions, then you will face real problems where you are stuck in concept, right? and ask your mentor to prepare proper set of questions that will help you in revision of chapter. If you are getting proper sets of questions in chapter wise, then also that gonna help you in revision process. And obviously practicing again and again will speed up your time management during your exam. Now question may arise that what kind of question we will practice and from where to practice. Obviously there are n numbers of NCERT based objective type question banks. You can take their help. We PW, we also have that. And obviously the most important thing, if you want to crack the mentality of the examiner, you have to prepare, you have to frame your own questions after studying every paragraph, every chapter of NCERT. Remember it. And there are many questions that arises while we start preparation. How to read NCERT? It's a Bible, Gita and Quran for us, right? And obviously it's kind of tricky book. So how to learn it, not just reading it, and how to highlight NCERT. Many people are just highlighting the NCERT like it's not NCERT, it's the rainbow on the sky. So in a different or separate video, we may discuss in detail. But the pain point is what we generally miss out about NCERT. So everything I have given here, in the beginning, at the beginning of every unit, you will be getting an introductory speech, biography of scientist. At the ending of the chapter, you will be getting summary of the chapter, you will be getting summary of a particular chapter, and obviously you cannot skip the exercise. There are many examples that questions are coming from exercise and the particular topic and terminology is not given in the text of NCERT, and obviously you have to make a separate notebook where you will be drawing each and every diagrams with proper labeling along with the graphs and charts from NCERT. Last but not the least, health is wealth. Maintain your proper sleep awake cycle. You know it very well as a biology student that how pineal gland helping us to maintain our immune system. You know the importance of meditation. Whenever you are feeling restless, just sit and stand and forget everything. Just feel that you are floating in this universe and gather positivity. In the very next moment, you will feel charged, right? Don't get panicked. Don't compare like you with your friends and all. That is called peer pressure. Just always remember, whatever you're doing, that is for your aim, that is enough for you. Take proper food and water regularly. Do not forget to drink 3 to 4 liters of water. And obviously winter is coming and season change is also will be there. So take proper precaution, again cough, cold, headache and fever. So these symptoms or the diseases may harm you in your preparation. Okay. And before the proper conclusion of this video, I just want to say that there is a real surprise for you that I'm coming with a complete one-shot geology lectures in PW NEET English channel. Yes, there is a new channel for PW NEET English students, and the description of the links you'll be getting here into the comment box. Please check it and also check the description box. So here I'm thanking you everyone. I'll always be there with you for every up and down. So it's bye bye and Jai Hind.